To HODL XRP or to not HODL XRP? That's the question we're answering in today's video. Hello, my name is Lewis and I'm solving the biggest problem that there is in all of crypto, and that is exit strategy. And I'm doing so using my BlockFlow program, which launched just yesterday. Had so many calls. We've had 6 weeks worth of sales calls, and it's been incredible to have people joining the program, and people are getting some incredible results. And on that topic, I'm doing a lot of sales calls. I've talked to over 120 different people at this point in my audience who've been interested in the program. And I've come up with this theme, essentially, that I keep seeing across everyone who calls. And that is the misdefinition of an exit strategy. And what that means is, exit strategy means a different thing for every single person, which I find fascinating. The big problem that I see, though, is that people are very binary in nature. And what I mean is, if this is, then this isn't. It's very black or white, one or a zero. And really, when people look at exit strategy the same way, they either think you sell or you don't sell. And that's just not true. When we look at XRP and the price of XRP, and certainly the potential of XRP over the next 15 years, the question shouldn't be, should I sell or not sell? The question should be, how long am I willing to wait? How much life am I willing to let go by before I have the goal, before I reach the goal? It brings up the question. I mean, it comes to my mind. I'm not sure if it comes to yours or not, but here it is. How valuable is my life? How valuable is my time? I can answer that for everyone right now. If I offered you $1 billion, but you don't wake up tomorrow, you're not going to take the $1 billion. It's because time is significantly more valuable. And so you have to play this balancing game between how much time you've got left in your life versus the benefit you're going to get by waiting that period of time for higher prices. Now, this is going to be completely unique to everyone. But what I'm saying is, a good exit strategy allows you to do lots of different things. A good strategy gives you flexibility. Not flexibility in the moment, like the prices are all going up and maybe you're not going to sell now, you're going to wait for it to go higher. I'm not talking about that kind of flexibility. What I'm talking about is good strategy allows you to hold for the future. It allows you to sell for the short term. And it also encompasses everything that's happening in the world and your view of those things. So let's say there's a war. How do you think a war affects the globe and your investments? And how can you hedge against those things? What about inflation? How can you hedge against inflation? And so a good strategy in the end allows you to sell, allows you to hold, and allows you to hedge. So when things do crash, you don't lose out as much as everyone else. That's a good strategy. You have to remove the idea of binary thinking that one thing is and the other thing isn't. And so really, this doesn't need to be a long video, but ask yourself the question, how long am I willing to wait, and how long is too long to wait for this massive price appreciation? So if you think XRP is going to $1,000, which I do believe it will happen, I don't know when that's going to happen. Nobody knows when that's going to happen. So ultimately, we have two choices here. We either focus all of our attention and hope and dreams on something far in the future, potentially. This is something that is unknown, uncontrollable. You can't control the markets. You can't control when certain things happen. This is an uncontrollable thing. You can focus all of your attention on what is uncontrollable, or you can set your mind to what is controllable. I can control how I spend my life now. I cannot control how long I'm going to live. There are things out of our control and within our control. I would suggest thinking about it in this way. Let's talk about Bitcoin, because it will remove all of the biases that we've built up in the XRP world. If I told you Bitcoin was going to be worth $1 billion in 15 years, if I look at that, there is no way, unless I've got other circumstances going on, there is no way I don't sell Bitcoin, even though I know it's going to be that much value in the future. At least some of it. I need to sell some of it, because my life is more valuable than the amount of Bitcoin that I would have in that eventuality. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you to sell everything. I'm telling you a good strategy is to hold some for that massive price appreciation and to sell some for the short term, to live your life, your finite life, and enjoy your life, or have money to send your kids to the school that you want them to go to, or to go on that holiday, or to buy that car you've always wanted, or to buy that rental property that you want to get, or buy that apartment complex that you want to buy for rental. Whatever it is you're trying to buy or have in the future, don't sacrifice it for the future or for your time. Try to do it sooner so that you have more life left. In my personal experience with all of this and weighing this question up, I'm still in a position where I don't need to sell any of my XRP, but it's a unique situation. So you can follow that if you have a unique situation. But what I would say is that my situation allows me to not need to sell my XRP because I have enough or substantial amount of other altcoins, or the value of those are sufficient to get me to where I'm getting to without the XRP. I also have a business that is growing and I'm building this thing. So my urgency to sell XRP is greatly reduced because I can still take benefit from everything I'm doing in the short term because I've got a business and because I've got altcoins. But not everyone's going to be in that same situation. And I'm telling you, do not marry everything. Do not marry a token and make it binary. Say you're not selling ever. It's just not a useful use of your finite time. We're all going to die. So the question, to tie this all back in, to HODL XRP or to not HODL XRP? The answer is to not HODL all of your XRP. Get a good strategy in place, one that allows you to hold, one that allows you to sell, so you can benefit short-term and long-term. And this is exactly what I'm doing in the program that launched yesterday, walking people through actually how you do that. How do you create such a strategy that is so perfect for you, that allows you to make sure that you're actually going to take profits in the short term, but also make sure that you're going to see benefit from the price action later down the line. Most people have zero direction in this, zero idea of what to do. And I will tell you, zero will be done, zero will be achieved if you don't have an exit strategy. I'd love to talk with you about it. And look, honestly, I'm not trying to push you down to the program. I'm not trying to push the sales to it. You can take everything in this video and apply it in your life and not use the program and be way better off than you would have been without this video. So like, it's a win for me if you can do that. If you do feel like you need the guidance, you need someone's help with it, then of course I'm here and you can book a call below. But the intention of this video is to push you in the right direction, the right frame of mind to navigate crypto properly, so that you're not in a position of eating ramen noodles for the next 15 years, waiting on an uncontrollable event to happen in price action. We have a finite amount of life. We're all going to die, and we need to take benefit in the short term too. That's all.